Are you an employer seeking to hire a foreign national for a professional job? Or are you a recent graduate and you're an international student, just got your bachelor's degree, and you don't know how to get a visa? Well, I'm here to help. My name is Bonnie Youn of the Youn Law Group. I've been practicing immigration law now for the past 12 years. I'm ethnically Korean, I grew up in the Philippines. I can help you demystify this process. Let's go get your visa. What is an H-1b work visa? This type of visa is available for people who have a bachelor's degree or higher, and they're getting sponsored for a position which requires at least a bachelor's degree. In 2007 and 2008, the number of H-1b visas available were instantly used in one day. Therefore, it's very important to get all your ducks in a row, all your documents together before the April 1st filing date. As an employer, what documents do you need to get together before you file this H-1b work visa? Well, first you're going to need to have some financial documents. The most recent tax returns or bank statements, profit loss statements. You need to prove you're a corporation if you're incorporated, so articles of organization, certificate of incorporation. You want to have some marketing materials as well, such as your company website or marketing brochures. You want to have a good job description together so you can demonstrate that the job indeed requires a minimum of a bachelor's degree, and a good project description of what the employee is going to be working on. If you're a startup company, you also want to have a business plan ready, at least with business projections for the next 3 years. Not every company is going to have all of these documents, but the more you have, the better. If you're a prospective employee or an HR director, you want to gather all the documents your employee is going to need in order to get this H-1b. First of all, you have to remember that an H-1b requires a minimum of a bachelor's degree. So, for example, you can't be a dental hygienist or a nursing assistant because these jobs don't require a bachelor's degree. You also have to remember that the job must match your degree or your concentration. So, for example, if you have a degree in engineering, you can't get a job, for example, doing a marketing position. What do you need to get together? You want to get your passport, you want to get your I-94 card, which is the white card that they make you fill out on the plane before you land. In your passport, you want to make sure you have a copy of your visa page and also the passport ID page. If you're an international student, I'm going to need copies of all the I-20s you've had from every school you've attended. If you've recently graduated from school and gotten an OPT card, that's your work authorization card, I'm going to need a copy of that as well. Put together a good resume. It should mention all the colleges that you've attended and all previous relevant work experience. I will need copies of the verifications of employment you've received from previous employers. Remember, if you don't have a bachelor's degree, 3 years of work experience is considered equivalent to 1 year of college. Therefore, for example, if you have only a 2-year associate's degree, but 6 years of work experience in that particular field, we can get a credentials evaluation that will show that you have the equivalent of a bachelor's degree. If you have family members, you want to get together your marriage certificate and the birth certificates of your children translated into English. Of course, I would also need copies of your family members' passports, I-94 cards, visa pages, and any relevant F2 I-20s if you have them. If you already have an H-1b visa and you're renewing it at this time or you're transferring your visa to another employer, we need to get some additional information from you. Remember that an H-1b visa is only valid for up to 6 years unless somebody's already sponsored you for a green card. But let's stick to that 6 years. When the initial H-1b visa is granted, it's only granted for a 3-year period of time. So before the 3 years is over, you're going to have to either renew the visa if you haven't transferred to another employer. You're going to need a copy, of course, of your previous H-1b approval notice. Make sure to note the expiration date. You'll need to file it within 6 months before it expires. When you're transferring, you're also going to need to have proof that you were paid the salary that you were sponsored for during your initial H-1b. So you're going to need a copy of your tax return and W-2s, recent paycheck stubs within the last 30 days, and a new verification of employment letter. The good thing about an H-1b transfer also is that the moment it is filed and you get a receipt, you can begin working immediately for the new employer. Now that I've given you an overview of the H-1b work visa, take the initiative. If you're watching this video, that means you're pretty computer savvy. Why not go ahead and scan all the documents I've just described into Adobe PDF format? That way you have it ready when you go consult with your immigration attorney. Remember, everyone's case is different. The advantage of consulting with an experienced immigration attorney is that I've done this thousands of times. Immigration laws are getting tougher every day, and you need to meet your deadlines, especially if you're an HR manager who needs your employee to begin working right away, or you need your work visa to start your new job. If you need more information about the documents I've described in this video, please visit my website. That's younlawgroup.com. This is Bonnie Youn, and I hope to see you soon.